Hey, Max here. Woo! Sorry if I... I'm struggling today. You could see sort of it. That's like all over my arms. Ooh. From doing weeds outside, I got poison something. I don't even know if it's Izzy, maybe poison sumac. I don't know. Stay away from me. That's what my wife says. No, that's what everyone should do right now. My hair is a mess. I want to talk about Wonder Woman. I'm going to do more single video hot takes from my room. This is a part to challenge me. I will be back with a live stream tomorrow. I wanted to go to see Barbie tomorrow, but I just don't think I have it in me. Don't worry, Sword of Power members. And also, I have something else coming tomorrow, which is going to be quite a surprise, and you're going to think I'm insane. And I might be. But I'm having fun. And I'm selling a lot of stuff. I'm going to contact my pal Relapse, who said he might be interested in something. I'm willing to give a good deal to someone. I don't like to mix viewers and buyers too much because that conflict of interest, and it could be potentially create problems and issues, but I've known him for such a long time that, yeah, I'm going to tell him what I got and reach out. But, you know, and we're gonna react to Grace, too, on my TV, on my big screen instead of my computer. I don't have internet set up in my bedroom yet. I'm going to be doing that myself this weekend, working on that, and then see what I could do for a computer. But let's talk about the Wonder Woman news, the Gal Gadot news. I think if it was definite that she was definitely coming back, it would be good news. Now, and you're going to... I made that thumbnail with the clown nose on purpose. And I said James Gunn CRISIS because I knew... people were going to react, and I just wanted to have some fun. I support James Gunn. It's like so annoying to give all the... You have to give disclaimers for everything on the internet. I give criticism, but I'm going to watch Guardians 3 maybe. It just came on Disney Plus. I would like to watch it with some friends, actually. Brian, where are you? But this is more of the mixed messaging that I'm talking about. And that does lay at the feet of James Gunn. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings. I'm still a fan. I criticize Zack Snyder too, maybe not as much as James Gunn. That part is true. My bias has always been against executives that make way more than they should based on the quality of output that they are involved with in the disaster of projects that happen. Poor planning, poor management, that does fall at the foot of the president of these companies. This is a new thing that we're experiencing on Hollywood. It's fair to criticize, and it makes me sick when people go to bat for these high-paying executives that don't give a shit about the writers and actors. Look at the strike going on, and then you're going to defend them. Okay, whatever. But honestly, this is more mixed messaging. We're going to react to Grace because I don't think this is a done deal. Even if it was, I do believe they had a conversation. Nothing is set in stone. This is more like the Cavill situation, but less so. And I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I thought they would not be stupid enough to let Henry Cavill announce that he was coming back without a legit deal, and I will take the L on that one. Hollywood and Warner Brothers is that stupid and that mismanaged to let that happen. You should not let an announcement go to the public if it's not a done deal, and encourage your talent to do that. That is a disaster, a PR disaster. We're still experiencing that. I didn't boot Gal Gadot. We're still in this, oh my God, we're still in this Warner Brothers limbo of will they, won't they, with the talent. And it's, if you don't show confidence in what you're doing in your talent, I'm not going to show confidence and buy my tickets. Now, I will because I'm a movie reviewer, and I plan on seeing these movies unless it looks really bad. Like, the one that looked bad to me was Shazam 2. Flash looked good to me. I'm very open to Superman Legacy. And I want Gal to come back. I do. But I think this really is nothing. This was recorded before the strikes. And, well, hold on a second. I lost my thought for a second. This is a very important point that I wanted to stress in this hot take. This may have been discussed before the results of the Flash box office, Shazam 2, and Blue Beetle. That they talked with Gal talking with James Gunn and Peter Safran. So this just throws the fandom into limbo again. You have weirdos that can't let the interpretation of Batman and Superman and the DCU let it go and said, this doesn't work, but Gal works. And we don't know. I don't know why. Hello, McFly, things change so much. And look at the development of all these projects. They film scenes, they spend money, they take scenes out. This is not a done deal. I wish I could tell you it was. I don't know if Gal's going to come back. Even if they are planning to, they have to develop or start filming Superman Legacy, get that ready, and I think they're going to wait for the results before they develop anything else, honestly. Creature Commandos, Waller, maybe Peacemaker, and then the rest, I'm telling you, it's years away, and this is why I said, oh, the Savior is here, we're getting all these movies. Are you paying attention to Warner Brothers and DC? Are you paying attention to the develop? They can't even, once a film is developed, they can't even release it without, and it's not just an isolated circumstance. Well, it's the pandemic. Well, it's the merger. They do this consistently since Justice League. They do too much BS to these projects, put too much weight on them to succeed, and it makes them all disasters, and then they feel stale by the time they get to the theater because you've heard about it for 3 years. Okay? Hello, you help me with the video? No. That's the mic. That's the mic. Boop. Story number 1. Wonder Woman 3. Let's see what Grace has to say. I watched this a little bit ahead of time. I do agree with what she says about James, and I do think he listened to her.
She might still be in this thing. All right, there we go. All right, so.
Here, Grace.
Wonder Woman! Headline came out today saying that Gal Gadot, she's doing advertising and press.
Yes.
Although, I don't know how she can be because she's supposed to be on strike, so maybe these were pre-recorded.
Yeah, they were pre-recorded, said in the video. I saw that.
What's going on here?
All right.
Maybe, so I guess this is not like, this is something from maybe a little bit like before the strike, which was only a few weeks ago. So she's doing press for Heart of Stone.
Yes.
Totally forgot. Comes out on Netflix on, I think tomorrow. Oh, Tom, thanks for gifting a membership. So you're like, what? So of course the question is, are you sad that you're no longer Wonder Woman? And she was like, haha, I am still Wonder Woman. In fact, James Gunn and Peter Safran told me that we would be developing Wonder Woman 3 together. And the entire internet went into a tizzy.
Okay. So that's great. But things change, and there's no everything's up in the air right now. I don't think nothing's a force. People think that he could just do everything that he says without Zaslav. Wait till Zaslav has to give the green light for these projects to start getting budgets and start getting crews and filming on location. I don't think anything's happening till after Superman Legacy is done. And I don't even think... I really don't. And it's not something I want to tell you. People get mad at you. Oh, there's a slate. Yeah, but this has been done so many times. The slates actually before more of them used to get done than they do now. Especially after the writer's strike and the actor's strike. So I do not think this is a done deal. I think this is very flimsy. It says that he's open to bringing her back, which is great. But at some point, I don't even think it's going to be up to him, honestly. And I don't know when we're going to get a conclusion to any arc, honestly, even James Gunn. I really don't. And as the years go by, and as these movies get delayed and projects get micromanaged to death and change so much, I really just don't see how this isn't going to... Warner Bros. Discovery is going to be a big success and stay with the status quo for years to come. I think it may change hands again, and it's a vicious cycle. It's a disaster.
Some people
all right, let's get back to Grace.
Some people are very upset. And I can understand both emotions. And I'll talk about what side I fall under in a moment.
Okay.
But anyway, some people are like, isn't James Gunn going to come in here and clarify? Well, I think that, James Gunn, by the way, said he wasn't going to do that anymore because he really would paint himself into a...
Yes, he has done things. He's done a lot of things. A lot of talk.
Totally killing the discussion about DC.
Yes.
I also think that he's probably not sure what he's going to do. So I'm sure this is very helpful to him.
I 100% agree with that. I think he is unsure as to what he's going to do. Nothing's for certain except his projects and his friends. Honestly. Let me turn the volume up just to make sure. I don't think anything's a certainty except the projects he's directly working on.
See what the internet reaction is like. Especially because he's such an internet plugged-in person. He really pays attention to social media. So I'm sure he's looking through everybody's comments. He didn't take my advice, Juan. He did. It was ridiculous what he was doing. And so I'm glad he stopped doing it.
I think he did listen to Grace.
All right, so
and I got called out just for saying it was ridiculous, too. It's good.
You're going to love this. All right,
it's good if you're... Hold on. It's good if you're a content creator or you make your living on the internet or social media. Not great for a president... Sorry, Momo. Not great for a president of a universe of movies to be consistently engaging where... to the point where this stuff is not going to age well, and he's going to have to wiggle his way out of some of his statements. He makes definitive statements all the time, like, no, yes, this is wrong. And I think we all know he doesn't know everything that's going to happen. I don't think this is a for sure thing. And to reiterate, when I first heard the news, I was like, oh, I wasn't happy. They don't deserve my trust. And some people are going to still argue that wasn't James Gunn that made Henry Cavill make the announcement. It was still the version of the company he works for, he pitched for, and his vision stopped some other vision from happening. And that's not nothing. That is something. That is significant. To say he could have developed a project with Cavill and done it directly with him. So he made a choice, and making a choice is doing something, and then talking about it, and then also presenting it to the public is doing something, and all the social media activity, and then all the removing of scenes from movies is definitely something. This is literally things he's doing that he's going to have to... It may work. So far, the changes to the movies have not worked because the movies aren't working. So it's not just like he was hands off to these projects. He changed them.
Oh, I love this idea. So I put together some questions, and you'll see what point we're at when I have the arrow.
Is
There's
this
the
actually
arrow that
happening?
tells us where we are. All right? So is this actually happening? Well, I checked with my sources this morning because just like the rest of you, I thought this was ridiculous. And my sources...
Shit.
Help reaching told Gal Gadot. She's telling the truth, It's very different than the conversation with Ben Affleck, where apparently Ben Affleck said,
that was also mixed messaging.
James Gunn tried to pass off the idea that he would. So I'm sure James Gunn is like, stop talking about what we talk about in meetings. But I will tell you that she doesn't have a deal. There's no deal for her to return. This is a promise that was made by James Gunn.
Oh my God.
And as we've seen, they have no problem saying the winds have changed and we no longer have a deal. But yes, Gal Gadot has been promised that they're going to develop a Wonder Woman 3 together. And that, the easy way out of that one, by the way, is to say we worked on it and we just couldn't come together with something that we were all happy with. So that's always a way that you could go with that. So I also feel, this is important for her to save face. She doesn't want to be promoting Heart of Stone and saying, thank God I'm employed because Wonder Woman fell through. So that helps her there, right? And again, as I said, this is an opportunity for DC Studios to gauge internet reaction. It was great that it's been trending all day. That's promising. But I do think that a lot of it is kind of somewhat negative. All right, so let's talk about the next section, all right? So is this a good idea? And the subcategory I first have is it's the softest of reboots.
Gunn's pals.
So James Gunn was like,
all right, we don't need to react to any more. That's my thoughts here. Gunn's pals. I think those are the only safe bets, except for Zachary Levi. I think everyone knows Zachary Levi, except Zachary Levi. He's finally getting some type of clue that it's not going to happen. But this is more of the same. This is a DC fan, and it's embarrassing. Do you think I make these hot takes because it makes me happy or it warms my heart? My cold heart. Oh my God. Oh, now is Gal Wonder Woman still? Oh my God. How many years have we had of this, of Batman and Superman with Cavill and Batfleck? Aren't you sick of this? This is where you lose your consumer, and not just Snyderverse. People that don't even know Zack Snyder's name just know that this is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and those actors and actresses are unsure if they're coming back. So you know what? I'm not sure if I'm coming back to the theater. That's the response you get from the consumer, and I can't blame people that do not.